Crocodiles and alligators are some of the most powerful apex predators that most animals don't dread to think about facing off with. However, there are still a few animals who give them a run for their money. How do you think a few otters will deal with an alligator, or how about a lion went face to face with this beast, or even an electric eel? If you want to see some insane encounters of animals facing off with these incredible beasts, continue watching as we look at some of the most insane moment of animals that could defeat both crocodiles and alligators. In our first video, these lions went head-to-head with this alligator who wandered away from the wetlands and was now trapped in between these two lions, fearing for its life, clamping its jaws, swinging from left to right as it tries to fend off the lions. The battle continues as the alligator found itself between this ravine. Fighting with all its might, the alligator was soon able to free itself, seeking refuge in the nearby lake. Now this must have been a scary encounter for the alligator. Hippos have an issue with almost anything with a heartbeat, and they have a special hate for crocodiles. They are far from being best of friends. Hippos are known to bully crocodiles on a regular basis just for fun, and this crocodile found itself in the midst of these hippos, and surely this can't end well. That crocodile will most certainly be sent into the afterlife. This crocodile might have been a rock star in its past life, and looks like he just punched his ticket straight back into gator heaven. Funny enough, that if there was a large group of alligators that were drawn to the rotting carcass of an animal, the hippos might not have stood a chance. However, crocodiles seem to want not much to do with hippos, even if they are being tormented by them. In the wild, the law of the land is kill or be killed, and river otters are notorious. They are known to attack and kill almost anything on sight, from birds to snakes and even piranhas. They are like the honey badgers of the Amazon, with an exceptional hate for caimans. They can grow to 6 feet in length. These adult otters surround this caiman, using their numbers as some distract the caiman while the others attack, with some holding it down while the others bite its head. They have the upper hand, and eventually they will most certainly send the caiman straight into the afterlife. Sometimes the hunt may not be as successful as others. Watch as these otters repeatedly try to attack this caiman with not much luck, but regardless they are very persistent, and nothing will stop them from having some caiman for breakfast. They will gang up on an animal and fight it until the death. They will purposely harass big reptiles like this caiman. They will even back a caiman into a point of no return. Look them dead in the eyes, terrifying the caiman's soul before devouring it. Otters are extremely ferocious, and caimans seem to want to have nothing to do with them, as confrontations between them never end well. In the wild, you don't have much options when it comes to what you eat. Even for alligators, sometimes they have to venture in some of the most dangerous places just to eat. These elephants were trying to cool off after a long brutal day, trying to quench their thirst, when out of nowhere an alligator strikes. The elephant now being in excruciating pain as it swings its trunk all over the place, giving the 10-feet alligator the beating of its life. If that alligator was able to survive that merciless beating, that gator will think twice next time it thinks about clamping its jaw on an elephant's trunk. These lions were trying to enjoy their lunch when out of nowhere an alligator came floating by. This pride of lions look like they mean business, and nothing will stop these famished lions. As the alligator realized it's greatly outnumbered, it continues drifting away. How many lions did you count? Let us know in the comments below, because I don't think this gator could take them all. Unless the gator already picked out his spot in gator heaven. Trying to get a sip of water in the wild can be very dangerous, and this wildebeest is about to find out. As it slowly lowers its head, the wildebeest is now locked in, face to face with a crocodile. With its quick reflexes, it darts out of danger, jumping over a tree trunk in order to live another day. Now that was a close one. I could already imagine that wildebeest telling his grandkids about this epic story. This alligator found itself trapped and entangled in between a 12-foot Burmese python. The man who stumbled into this horrific sight said that the alligator was roughly around 4 to 5 feet in length. He found it in the Florida Everglades. The Burmese python are notorious to the point that they have become an invasive species. They have already digested a large number of alligators. This super brave and courageous man has rescued around 3 to 4 alligators from pythons in less than a year, with this one being the smallest. This clearly shows that alligators are one of the main delicacies for pythons. In this spectacular video, a wildebeest is fighting for its life. Moments before, it was almost consumed by this famished crocodile. With the frequent migration of wildebeests, journeying through the Kenya's Masai Mara River in pursuit of greener pastures, well, that's what the wildebeest assumes is on the other side, when all of a sudden a gluttonous crocodile attacked. A few inches before reaching safely across, the crocodile bit the wildebeest on the behind. As the wildebeest was now fighting for its life, dragging the crocodile out the water as it tried to eat it, but the wildebeest was nowhere near retiring into the afterlife and eventually fought off the crocodile. Displaying such sheer power, I'm sure the wildebeest can't wait to start grazing on the luscious green grass. As seen in other videos, domestic cats seem to have the upper hand when it comes to alligators, although this may not be entirely true and I don't recommend you testing this out, but it does appear that way. This alligator tries launching an attack behind this cat but was close, yet so far just watch as the kitty cat smacks some sense into the gator's head. That cat clearly showed the gator who's boss as it retreats back into the water on an empty stomach, feeling utterly embarrassed. Domestic cats' bigger relatives, the tiger, has an endless hate for crocodiles, and whenever they see them on land it's one of the most gruesome battles ever where the tiger comes out on top, known to kill crocodiles in almost every reported incident. A tiger could even manhandle an alligator even in water by jumping behind the crocodile, biting behind its head, sending it on a one-way ticket straight into the afterworld. And whenever the battle is on land, the tiger has even more advantage as the tiger will always go for the head. It's as though the tiger is a huge Avengers Endgame fan. That's why they go directly for the head. Tigers are extremely powerful and can even devour a prey 5 times their own weight. They are ambush predators, sending their prey into the afterlife by biting them in the neck or back of their head. These 3 tigers were relaxing when a crocodile tried to pull a quick one on them but immediately realized how bad of an idea that was. This clearly shows that crocodiles want no dealing with them. Elephants are extremely powerful animals and are the largest existing land animal today. Like all animals, they need water, and this young elephant got the scare of its life as a 10-foot alligator hung onto its trunk, trying to drag the elephant underwater as the others looked on. But the elephant was persistent, swinging its trunk from left to right, giving the alligator that very much needed beating. Some of the other elephants joined in as they helped the young elephant fend off the alligator, freeing itself from the jaws of that 10-foot alligator. This crocodile tries launching out the water behind this deer and fails terribly. Being extremely embarrassed, it thought the elephant nearby would be an easy meal, but with no luck as the elephant evades the crocodile. That crocodile is most certainly having the worst day ever. Being even more disappointed and hungry, the crocodile recedes back into the water. That crocodile probably already knows trying to attack the elephant on land would only end with it being crushed beneath its immensely powerful feet. In this clip, an alligator and a lion is face to face in a heated argument. It's unclear what they are quarreling about. Let us know in the comments below what's your wildest thoughts on what they may be fussing about. Electric eels are incredibly powerful, with little to no fears when in their natural habitat. Equipped with a long, slender body, they are classified as a fish and not an eel, and being the only ones that could deploy an electrical discharge of up to 860 volts in order to stun prey, keeping predators at bay or even kill them. Watch as this Amazonian caiman tried munching on this eel. That caiman received the shock of its life, as its teeth shattered from the amount of electricity coursing through its body, quivering in fear as the caiman now crawls into the afterlife. This has to be one of the worst ways a crocodile can get sent into the afterworld. Alligators are intelligent creatures. Like all animals of the same species, they too oftentimes get into scuffles, but they tend to never try devouring alligators that are bigger or stronger than they are. Adult alligators never eat one another due to the size and how enormous they are, and battles between them don't end well. These 2 alligators entangled in an epic battle on the golf course. With them being of both the same size, it may just be a fair fight. But knowing alligators, they will fight until the very end, as one alligator is already on its back, and I know it's not trying to get a suntan. Most river turtles are fragile animals, but this turtle had a lot of life left inside, as it was able to wiggle out this crocodile's mouth and free itself due to the shape and strength of its shell. It's like these turtles were built to withstand crocodiles, and this crocodile is having the worst day ever as the turtle was literally inside the jaws of the crocodile but was able to wiggle its way out. What's even more amazing is that the turtle had the audacity to hop away. I never knew turtles could even do that. The crocodile failed miserably and just laid there in utter despair. Domestic livestock such as this huge pig can wash ashore on riverbanks, and when an alligator gets a whiff of that animal, they take pleasure in devouring such easy food source. They don't care if it's fresh, stale, or even rotting. Several alligators will soon be drawn, and when they meet up, we know what happens then. These gourmand beasts will fight and even kill one another. It's like they are their own predators at times. Jaguars have zero respect for caimans, and when they meet up, it's lights out for the caiman, being able to crush their skull with a single lethal deadly bite. Watch as this jaguar ambushes this caiman, wrestling with it a bit, then carrying it out as though it was an item on its grocery list. Jaguars are notorious and have been known to go straight for the caiman's head as though they watched Endgames. I guess they too, along with tigers, are huge fans. Jaguars are so powerful they can bite through a caiman's skull, destroying its brain. Jaguars will bully caiman just for fun in their own territory and then drag them out the water to devour them. It's like they are a cheat code that nature forgot to patch. Lions and crocodiles live in the same environment and oftentimes meet face to face, and when this happens it's one of the most intense battles. They know that they're both powerful, formidable predators and they would fight to the very end. Watch as this lion battles with this enormous crocodile who tried to ambush it but failed horribly. Lions are extremely powerful as it walks away unharmed, leaving the crocodile with an empty stomach. As the battle continues downstream, this alligator tries to sneak up on this pride of lions who killed a hippo. They had no intentions of sharing as this lioness faces off with the crocodile, telling it to piss off. Lastly, this small alligator tries launching a few attacks at these lions, but with no luck, as the two lions now look at each other wondering who that alligator thinks he is for trying to attack them. We have seen some of the most insane moments of animals that could defeat both crocodiles and alligators. Crazy enough, I never knew alligators got their tails washed so often. My favorite has to be the one where the elephant gave the crocodile the beating of its life, sending it into a coma as it hangs on for its life on life support. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. As always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also don't forget to subscribe, and let's continue to finesse the internet, and we'll definitely see you in the next one.